Welcome home, brave heroes. I am Ash, and these are the submissions to the 2024 Quest Jam. Be advised there will be spoilers ahead. And now, onward. The Wizard's Twisted Tower by Bob the Bobbish. The outwardly assuming tower pervades your senses with the ozone of foul magic. Mentor has tasked you with the elimination of his former apprentice, now a pawn under Zargon's command. Rest assured, he and his minions will be prepared. Mentor has cast a protection spell on everyone, and each monster may only do 1 body point of damage maximum after defense dice are rolled. Okay, so you've probably had individual heroes die before, but have you ever had a total party wipe out? You play enough games, you'll see it happen. I mean, if you play the trial, you're probably going to see it happen, to be honest. What do you Zargons do in this case? Do you allow all of your heroes to simply retry, or do you insist that they re-roll new characters? Do you do either or both of these things depending on where they're at in the campaign? Well, let's say you're working with a party of 4 and 3 of them perish, but the 4th one gets out. What do you do to catch up the other 3 heroes? The Wizard's Twisted Tower is a great quest to actually catch up a group of heroes so that they can get some artifacts, some money, and some power-ups, and it's still a really fun quest to play. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have a party of brand new heroes to play this, but it would be just fine to do so, thanks to the nice power-up that you get from Mentor. There are a lot of rooms to explore. I guess we better actually get moving, so let's go. All right, as I was saying, there are plenty of rooms and lots of opportunities for the heroes to search for treasure during this quest. And yeah, while that can commonly become a search for traps and wandering monsters, it's important to note that the wandering monsters will also be a bit debuffed thanks to the lovely empowerment from Mentor. Having said all that, there are quite a few quest notes here that are, well, let's just say that they pose some very unusual difficulties for the players. This tomb, for example, has an inscription that reads, "Only a noble sacrifice will dispel the wizard's magic." If a hero chooses to sacrifice themselves to this altar, then the last boss of this dungeon will receive a major debuff, losing both his Gargoyle Acolyte as well as his Summon Undead spell. I almost forgot to mention, there are a couple of doors in this quest that are going to have your adventurers going all through this dungeon thanks to the topsy-turvy nature of the Wizard's Tower. You see, some of the doors on the map are marked with letters that transport the heroes to doors of the accompanying letter. So instead of going into the room adjacent, they're going all the way over here. What? But as long as your heroes stay together, then they have a fighting chance to complete this dungeon in one piece. As ever, I am very interested in the story that this dungeon tells. What kind of story will you craft for your heroes as they are journeying through the dungeon for these rooms that are very interestingly set up but do not have quest notes of their own? Gather your artifacts, make your applicable sacrifices if so desired, and take on the Wizard of the Twisted Tower in this awesome quest. To play these quests and the other epic quests submitted to the 2024 Quest Jam, please visit the link in the description below. Now onward, brave heroes.